it out before we start going live.
Okay, we are no longer live, but we are now recording.
Okay, so this is it, man. This is Sports Games Podcast with Sheriff and TamTam. This is officially episode 1.
We're doing it. It's happening.
This is happening. This was possibly hours, if not days, in the works for this to actually get going. So I'm pretty excited, man. How we doing, Sheriff?
We're doing great. I got a timer all queued up. We're really gonna stick to it here.
Cool. All
So,
right. Well, let's get it started then.
yeah, am I going
Uh,
first or?
yeah. No. Let's jump into it, man. This is I'm really excited. This week, obviously, like you would have to know, Eric. This is the biggest sports game of the year. So we got Super Bowl Sunday coming up. Bengals versus the Rams. Go Bengals. Prediction on the Rams, but we'll get
Oh
into that in
no.
a second. Yeah, that's kind of how this is going. I'm gonna have to go as far as a game prediction. Rams 34, Bengals 31. So I'm definitely predicting a pretty close game.
That's real
Um,
close. Yeah.
yeah, that's a field goal away. So that's huge, man. Um, I just gotta say, I'm a little shocked with the Bengals. I think most of the world outside of like Cincinnati, was not placing any money on this team reaching the Super Bowl. So, big shout out to Joe Burrow. He's the real deal.
Yeah, we
This
love
is like
Joe.
history. Yeah, for sure, man. Army of Joes. This is like history in the making. Quarterback takes his team first full season all the way to the Super Bowl, beating Patrick Mahomes. The kid's special. I mean, I definitely wish that like the Vikes would go through some tanking years if that's what it would take to get a quarterback, like an actual franchise quarterback, somebody that could actually lead us to getting the Super Bowl. That would be pretty sick. He's been really impressive, man. Honestly, like he's definitely I think ahead of schedule, even compared to what the Bengals probably thought when they drafted him. So that's really exciting. I like seeing like a small kind of market, you know, get their way into the big game. That's pretty sick. I'm sure anybody in the Ohio area is just freaking out for their team. That's pretty dope. Not so much the Rams. They're definitely having a hard time getting fans to kind of show up to their events and even their games, which is kind of whack.
Damn,
But
dude.
to go to go on the other side of things, I mean, I'm predicting the Rams to come out with a win. I just feel like they got way more big time names, and I'm not going to just buy into that. I think they have just kind of better players at multiple positions.
Sure.
I know, like Pro Football Focus and a lot of people online have been talking about Aaron Donald being the best player in the game, and I think that's actually true. I know you're a big fan of AD. I'm sure you follow him really closely, Sheriff.
Yeah, bro.
But Aaron Aaron Donald he's honestly the best defensive player in the game. That dude he's a game wrecker. I know he comes up kind of short in some big games in his career, but the guy is a monster, and I honestly think that the key for the Rams winning is him getting a Super Bowl MVP. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of putting my trust in the D line a lot more than the quarterback play. Years of watching Stafford, there's no way I'm going to kind of put my trust in him. And even though Cooper Cup is a beast, I'm going to think that the way the Rams win this game is, you know, Joe Burrow hitting the ground 9 times again, if not more. So that's kind of my take on it. Give me some thoughts on the game, man. What you got?
Yeah. So Joe. What was his name?
Joe Burr.
Joe Burr.
Yeah,
So he's killing him out there, huh?
he's wrecking it, bro.
What,
Yeah,
what's
second year
what's
quarterback.
what's he doing right?
I mean, I think he's just like his nerves, if you want me to be honest about it. The guy's talented. He stayed in college like a long time. He won the national championship. He's not scared of the moment. Probably the most genius move they did for them. Jamar Chase is a freak. That guy, we got the NFL Honor Awards tonight, and I'm picking Jamar Chase easily winning Rookie Offensive Player of the Year. And I guess since we're on that, I'm just going to kind of go over Micah Parsons for Defensive Rookie of the Year. We're going with the guy TJ Watt for Defensive Player of the Year. And I got to go with Brady announcing the retirement and the stats he put up, even over Rodgers for MVP this year, man. I want to see him go out with that award. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, back to the point. Burrow's he's not scared of the moment. He's been on the big stage. They got his favorite weapon in Jamar Chase, and like he's ready to go after it. Now, as much as I love the story, I can't pick him winning the Super Bowl, man. I just feel like that's a much scarier kind of pick to go with. You know what I mean?
So you're pessimistic about it still.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely rolling with the Rams as far as the win, but I'm gonna root for the Bengals, man. I think that's a sick story, and that gives the Vikings hope that someday we'll be there. We'll suck enough to actually get a quarterback to win us some games. That's I think that's the dream every NFL team has, right?
Yeah, yeah. Damn, what was I
You
gonna
gotta give
ask
me
you?
like, yeah.
I was gonna ask you something.
I'm going Aaron Donald for MVP of the game. I don't know if I had said that. I said he's got to have a big game. My prediction again is Rams 34 over the Bengals 31. I think he's getting multiple sacks, man. I think like for him to actually like have a presence, like we need a 2 to 3 plus kind of sack game from him. He
So
can't just be double teamed all game and quiet.
so he's sacking them, huh?
Yeah, he's probably like the strongest dude in the NFL.
So like, what position is he? He must be like an anti-quarterback.
You're good, bro. Exactly. He's a
He,
defensive tackle. They got him lining up as like
yeah,
an
yeah.
edge rusher sometimes, but yeah, he's the anti-quarterback. That's a really good way of putting
He's the quarter forward into your
it. He's
shitty
honestly
guy.
like best dude on a team that has a lot of really good dudes. So like that kind of says a lot, man.
Interesting. I'm curious as to why are you
Well, let's start with this, man. Number one, are you watching the game, Eric?
probably not. I think I'll be working.
Okay. All right, Sheriff. I've heard enough. I'm gonna have to. I'll TiVo it or record it, or now that I got Discord, which I got today for the first time, I'll send it over Discord to you.
Well,
I
no,
kind of figured.
it'll be great on Tuesday when we do the next episode and I just still haven't seen it and I have no idea what's going on.
All right, so this is really just a podcast of me teaching you sports. That I
Well,
figured you get excited about, dude. We got Dre, we got Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar doing the halftime show. I
oh
think you
shit.
get, bro. Yeah, don't tell me you don't get a little excited about some Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're doing the show, they're doing the game in LA. So obviously the halftime show is taking place there. So like we kind of have it set up where we're gonna get some pretty sick West Coast, early thousands rap songs, which is gonna be pretty sick, especially like including Kendrick Lamar in that.
Here's the problem though is the Super Bowl halftime show always sucks and I don't want to see them suck.
I gotta agree with you on that. Minus like Justin Timberlake, Minnesota Super Bowl, that was pretty dope. And I mean, the weekend still was like interesting. It's just the kind of show was creepy, but the music was just fine. So I'm pretty sure Dr. Dre's gonna figure out a way to make his rap songs sound good during the Super Bowl in LA with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, that sounds good. I hope you're right.
I took you for a commercial guy too, bro. They got like Budweiser and Doritos and Pepsi commercials. I thought you'd be one of those guys who like sits and laughs at those.
Yeah, I used to be.
Mm. Well, that's pretty much it for the game, man. That's the big game. I'm definitely excited. I think it's going to be a really fun matchup for sure. What's your prediction, bro? So I'm going 34-31 Rams. That's kind of a high scoring game. What do you think is going to end up happening?
Um I think I think we're not going to get to see that much scoring. It's not going to be that exciting of a game. It'll still be
Okay.
exciting, but not that exciting. Like I'm thinking,
Blood. You mentioned you saying blood in the streets. It's going to be a defensive just bloodbath.
more like 24-17, but
Okay. I'm ready for
it's
that
gonna
one.
be for the other guys,
Hey,
the
I'm,
Tigers.
so I'm just excited you said a score that can actually happen. I'm impressed. So you're saying 24-17 Bengals over
Yeah,
Rams.
the
You got that.
Tigers over the
Hell,
goats.
there we go. Yup, Tigers over Goats. That is acceptable.
That's my. I don't see why you would predict one and root for the other. You should line your shit up, dog.
Yeah, I know, man. I kind of feel weak doing that. I'm not trying to play both sides here. I just don't expect the Bengals to win. I think that the Rams are going to figure out a way to get the dub. And honestly, I kind of don't want them to. I'm not going to root for Matthew Stafford just because I never have. Cooper Cup is sick, but he kind of shocked me by kind of taking his game to the next level the way he did. And I don't know, man. Like I can't see the Bengals pulling it off. I think Joe Burrow's a crazy story. I think people are kind of a little bit overreacting with the Mahomes comparison and the how many Super Bowls is the kid going to win kind of talk. Like, let's see the guy get over the hump in year two and get the ring before we start, talking all that. So,
But like, let's say I've got a bunch of money burning a hole in my pocket, and I'm like, Tam Tam,
Eric, you don't.
who am I betting on?
Honestly, man, you get a bunch of money like burning a hole in your pocket. You need to get some sheep coin, but the safe bet is going to be the Rams, bro. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the Vegas odds is, they're going to be the favorite for this game. There's no question about it.
All right, well, I hope you're right because I can't
If
really
you,
afford to lose.
if you, if you, listen, bro, if you haven't started betting on football up until now, don't start by taking my prediction, man. I was 100 for 100. I was
I
going 100% for playoff predictions, and the Packers decided to kind of ruin that streak for me. So everything went downhill as soon as the Packers lost and the Bengals won. It got real confusing quick.
that's why I'm doing this, man. I'm trying to make some money.
You got to clock it, bro. Where we at for clock?
Uh, you got 4 minutes left of
Three,
15 since we're not
three.
taking callers.
That's a PHACK fact. Okay, all right.
Yeah, well,
Um, yep.
I just like, why can't you bring yourself to believe, Tamer? If it's an incredible story, let's see the proper ending of it.
Honestly, bro, the first word in the title is sports, so it's Sports Games Podcast. So, in NBA news, let's just kind of switch it up a little bit. We got some major trades happening at the NBA trade deadline. That's kind of worthy of talking right now. Probably just as important is like the teams that stayed quiet. That should be something to kind of notate, man. I'm a Lakers fan, specifically a LeBron James fan. I'm always going to consider him the GOAT as far as basketball goes. So, like seeing the Lakers this quiet, during the trade deadline was a little bit of a disappointment. I guess I was kind of being optimistic of them trading Russell Westbrook. I know a lot of these words and names are going to be things you've never heard before, but just bear with me. Um, I definitely was hoping that they could have figured out a way to just make me think that they're gonna do something this year, man. They're like not even in the playoff picture at the moment, which is just nuts. Um, to kind of go from NBA champs, keep your two best players to like completely, I don't want to say irrelevant, but they're not even in the playoff picture. So I mean, I guess that's the best word to say. Like they're basically irrelevant right now. But really quick, Harden Simmons trade. I just think it's hilarious that Brooklyn put together the super team. You got Beard, you got Kyrie Irving, you got Kevin Durant, Durantula, who wants to consider himself the best player in the world, not able to win a championship with two top what? You got like a top 10 scorer in James Harden. You got Kyrie, who's got like the best handles of all time, basically, in the NBA. Like, that's wild to me, man. And I kind of love seeing that crumble because I know he compares himself to LeBron James, but there's no question LBJ is the NBA GOAT. That's a fact. And Durant's not helping himself out by what he's been able to accomplish in Brooklyn. Um, the trade is sick. I can't wait to see how Simmons looks. I think mentally he's going to be just fine now that he's on a different team. It's going to be sick to actually watch him play for the first time. But I'm also excited to watch James Harden and Joel Embiid. I think it's going to be a fun combo. I don't see them making a ton of noise come playoffs, but we'll see, man. We'll see what type of shape the guy shows up in, or maybe James Harden ends up finding some strip clubs in Philly and keeps gaining weight. We'll see how that kind of works out for him. But I had to kind of just notate that just with all the big moves in the NBA, that was obviously the kind of the biggest headlines for today.
Yeah, right on. What's been going on in hockey lately?
No, we don't talk hockey, bro. Yeah,
Oh, what?
we just lost one viewer in Minnesota.
What do you? Oh my God.
I don't know, man. Have you watched any of the Olympics? I mean, I've caught some just passing by. I guess I want to say nothing too crazy. I'm somewhat boycotting the Olympics. Just not a big fan of China and their human rights violations. To be on some real levels for a second there. But
This
what
is a
about you?
family show, Tamer.
The family show, bro. I can't talk about human rights violations out of China.
Not on YouTube.
Oh man, all right. The show is doomed now. They're gonna ban us for sure. I don't know, man. What you got cooking? What have you been have you accidentally stumbled upon ESPN? Like,
No, I don't know what that is.
okay, there's no sports section on Discord or Twitch that you just like accidentally saw, or
No, I don't really go on Twitch.
you've been watching people play Rocket League. Is that a sport?
Yeah, I'm sure that happens.
I thought it was wild. I was reading an article a couple weeks ago. They were talking about an actual NFL player, can't even think of the name right now, and how he's considered one of the first two sport athletes in a long time, maybe since Bo Jackson. And I'm like, what the hell does this guy play? So of course I had to click the bait because that's just what I do.
Oof.
Clicked on the article, and the guy is an esports player playing Rocket League, and it was one of the few times I actually clicked on the title of the article, and I was disappointed when I read it.
Rock. He's playing Rocket League and what else?
Football, bro, like an
Football.
actual NFL player, but he's getting paid also like during the off season or on his free time to play Rocket League, and I don't know, I was disappointed, man. I thought it was going to be an actual like football slash something, could have been ping pong. Just it sounded like it was going to be something cooler than it was.
Yeah, I mean it's not like esports aren't cool,
Right.
but I agree it's less impressive to play a sport in an esport than it would be to play multiple proper sports.
Speaking of not cool, man, I feel like we're going to transition here. What are you bringing to the table, man? What's on your mind today, Eric?
Well, I don't know if you heard. Um, there was a Nintendo live stream yesterday. They had all kinds of news packed into 40 minutes on a Nintendo Direct yesterday.
Okay. What exactly is Nintendo Direct? I know you know for a fact. I didn't hear it, but I'm listening.
That's how they disseminate their news about upcoming titles and whatnot. They live stream a Nintendo Direct and they just tell you about it
Okay.
themselves instead of
It's an Apple event for Nintendo.
yeah, sure, sure.
Okay. All right. That's cool. So what do they actually like talk about? Like what do they got cooking? What's coming out?
Well, people are kind of upset at some stuff they got going on. There's some humorous releases coming up as well.
Okay.
So are you familiar with Mario Kart?
For sure. Good game. Solid. Haven't played it
So
for a couple years.
so the latest one is Mario Kart 8. It came out 5 years ago, and it was also on the previous Nintendo console several years before that.
You know what's crazy is no matter what, if it's a Mario game, I'm always picking Luigi. That's just me, bro. Something about Luigi, man. I feel like he's the normal one of the two, but keep continue.
There's yeah,
I just need to get that out.
there's definitely a debate to be had there. But anyway, so they're releasing not a new Mario Kart, but more downloadable content for the current Mario Kart that came out over 5 years ago.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah,
That's a kind of weird play, man. So like new maps for a game that's 5 years old.
yeah, it's 48 maps for $25, and they're reskinned old maps. They're not
I
new
shouldn't say
maps.
that though. Like the whole thing that they've been doing with like kind of bringing back like allowing people to play Halo again that's pretty sweet. So I guess why not relive some golden times?
Yeah, bro, for $25. The game is also still $60. It's over 5 years old.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, inflation. I mean, I can't hit up like a fast food place without dropping like $40 for me and my wife. So that makes sense.
Yeah, right on. You're familiar with Wii Sports, I'm sure.
Yeah,
So
that's
they're
actually as popular as like that thing seems like it was. I don't think I've ever truly played Wii Sports, but yeah, I know about it.
I mean,
Bowling and like tennis and people breaking their TVs with their remotes.
yeah, it was a real a cultural touchstone at the time.
Hmm.
Well, they're finally putting motion sports on the Switch.
Okay.
which has been out for 5 years with little, motion controllers. You'd think that would have been like one of the first things they released on there.
Sure. Huh.
Well, but so guess what it's called?
Let's be real, man. You're buying it for sure, right?
No, I already have Ring Fit. I
Of
get my
course.
exercise in that way. So
Of course you do. Of course you do.
yeah, it was only $80.
So I mean, do you feel like that's like a whole lot of nothing, or what do you think? Like,
I just think it's funny it took them this long to make one. Like they forgot.
okay, right.
You gotta
Almost
get.
like almost like gamers didn't need it to begin with the Switch. It sounds like.
I mean, people loved it when it was on the Wii, and they probably all shoved their Wii's in their closets or sold them on eBay or something.
Right. Huh.
There's worse ways to spend $60.
Bro, okay. So spending $60. Last game I bought, I'm walking around Target. This is a few months back, and I'm like, I gotta get a new game. I got the Xbox One. Me and my wife, we completed. It was like Gears of War 4, I want to say. Super dope game. Very, very fun. Like the entire Gears like collection is really fun to play. And I actually think it's one of the best co-ops you can actually do, like story mode. But they got Shadow of War, like the sequel to Shadow of Mordor. Shadow of Mordor, I actually played. That was a sick game. I ended up buying Shadow of War for like full price. We're talking $49.99 or $59.99 because it was still relatively current. I haven't opened the game. I looked my wife in the eye and was like, I'm so pumped to play this. I can't wait until we get home. This thing has been sitting, probably not even on top of my Xbox. This thing has been sitting in the drawer in my uh in my living room. I haven't taken the plastic off, my dude.
Bro, what are you doing?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Honestly, believe it or not, like, I don't want to judge you and say playing games is a waste of time because holy smokes, dude, sports just and hopefully we didn't actually lose our one fan or caller with that NHL comment that I made, but just football and UFC alone takes so much time. It's wild. That was actually the other subject I did want to. I might have to steal like a minute from you, bro. Huge UFC card this Saturday. I completely forgot about that. Because of that, I don't want to spend a ton of time. But Israel Adesanya
Oh shit.
fighting Robert Whitaker, like the third go around. So I gotta just do my quick predictions. Going Izzy 100%. No doubt this guy's gonna win. Honestly, one of my favorite fighters, actually. Would love to see Derek Lewis knock out Ty Tuvasa. Can't even say his last name. Basically, guy wins every fight he has. He takes his shoe off and pours up beer and drinks it. And I gotta tell you, man, I hate watching it. I don't like watching people drink beer to begin with. I certainly don't like watch them drinking a beer out of a shoe. It's next level gross. Uh,
Sounds pretty baller.
those are the two main events, so I'll just focus on there, the co-main and the main. But it's a pretty sick card. That's this Saturday. Uh, I want to say it's a nighttime, which is going to be good. Like prelims, I want to say are 7 o'clock. Main card starts at 9. Definitely support Israel Adesanya. Guy's a beast.
The
I'm actually
last,
pretty excited. Yeah.
the last style bender.
Yes, baby. How you know about that, bro?
Bro, I
I'm
know
getting
about stuff.
excited. Let's go, bro. Skull there. We need to get. Hey, where the hell are there? We don't have any. We didn't really put any money into this, I guess, considering I'm doing this off my cell phone. But we need a damn like air horn ready and some sound effects. But I'm surprised you knew that, bro. Besides the fact that Israel Adesanya he had one loss, and that was when he moved up to fight a champion who was a heavier weight class than him. Besides the fact that he's that like level beast, like I think he's one of the most technical fighters I've ever watched in the UFC. The man walks out to one of the greatest Linkin Park songs of all time. So like he was the last style bender, bro. Like he was rocking Somewhere I Belong off of Meteora to one of his last UFC fights for his fight music. And it was next level sick for me, bro. That was good. That was good. Not to be confused with a little cartoon of the bald kid that like wears all the clothes and he like flies around. Not that style bender, but Israel Adesanya is the last style bender, bro.
That's where he like took it from though.
Airbender? Was that dude? Is
Yeah,
that what
he's
that thing's called?
Adesanya is an anime kid for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
He's
hilarious.
he's cool. He's cooler than that, bro.
No,
He's a
he actually is though.
he, he he's an anime kid whose father forced him to play sports. That's what happens when you he wasn't allowed to just like sit at home,
and
bro.
he
Like
and he
that
got in a
dude,
lot of fights.
he took some hits, bro. He's sick, man. I'm gonna root for him. I'm actually really excited to watch him this Saturday. So if you don't got anything going on, or even if you do, put that on, bro.
Well,
Definitely get that stream up.
I'm working, but where can we watch this?
You need to. I don't know, man. Am I supposed to like share with people how you illegally stream stuff? Like, I'm pretty sure you probably know how to do that better than I do, bro. Go to the Googles, type in MMA 100 streams, and then figure it out from there. It's not too hard. I just don't
Word.
think I'm supposed to step by step tell you how to illegally watch a pay per view that's like $80.
I mean, you kind of just did, right?
Absolutely outrageous, bro. $80 for a pay per view. I've only done it like once or twice, man. I'm talking about the actual paying. That's a lot to stomach, bro, for like a 4 hour sports event.
No, absolutely.
My dude, they start charging like $10 for an NFL game. I might lose my mind. My wife's gonna be like, "How come you're not in the garage watching football?" That would be just next level crazy.
Because they came for TamTam's money.
Not having it, bro. I can't do it. What else you got, man? I didn't want to steal your thunder, but you actually made me you remind me about the UFC event.
Yeah,
So
bro.
what else?
Someone's got to keep you on track, you know.
Thank you. Thank you. Real
Um,
talk.
I don't know. There's Portal coming out for the Switch. That's pretty wild.
Okay.
It's like the
I gotta like
latest.
use your Switch, bro. I gotta see what the hype's about. I've never played a Switch before.
It's got a like a smartphone processor in it, so you
It
know
slaps, oils. What are we going with? What
what's
is the Switch? Slaps?
what's that now?
I don't know. I'm asking you. How good is the Switch? It slaps, or you do the slapping?
Oh, it's pretty sweet, but you know all my homies hate Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah, they're awful.
I don't know, Eric. It's either time to get new friends or it's time to get a new system, bro. I hate to break it to you.
No, I mean you know they got me. Like I can't escape now, but I hate
Yeah.
them. They're awful.
Yeah.
They're I
So,
hate them.
I mean, I think we got some time left. You let me know where are we at, man.
We
You got the
got
glass.
we got about hold on. My timer says 3 minutes left. The recording we've been recording for 28 minutes on the
I mean,
dot.
I'm gonna ask you, bro. What's going on with Xbox and PlayStation? Like, are people now gonna finally be smart and stop buying PlayStations for Xbox? And I kid, man. I know this is a touchy subject for a lot of people, but I've been Team Xbox ever since I got introduced to Halo. There was no way after I played Halo that I was gonna buy another PlayStation.
So
Are PlayStation users gonna be missing out on a bunch of like games that they're used to?
um a lot of the Xbox stuff you can play on a PC. So
Okay.
like if you have a PC, you may as well not have an Xbox. But if you're
I'm
gonna
talking
have
about the deal that Microsoft made with Bungie or whatever the hell, bro. Like the maker of this, that, and that.
I
You
don't
know, I thought,
think I don't think most of the stuff they were making is gonna. Oh, I see what you're saying. Cause Sony bought Bungie.
snap. Okay, for some reason I thought Microsoft was the one. Microsoft bought like Words with Friends and the other. Where did
Activision Blizzard.
my dude? I got my Wordle in six today. I just like throwing that out, even though that's not something to be proud about. Anytime you get a Wordle done, you gotta let them know what's up.
Yeah.
Activision, that's it. Blizzard. I'm just blurting out names of places that make games.
I don't think most
Bungie.
I don't think most of their games were on the PlayStation other than like Call of Duty.
Got you. Okay. That's a big deal, though, bro. If you told me that PlayStation might lose Call of Duty, I'm not here to start rumors, but that's a huge deal, I would
They
assume.
they said it won't.
Bro, there's going to be blood in the streets if they do.
Yeah, I think they know that.
Okay. I think that's kind of wrapped up, bro. This was positive, man. We need to get some more interaction. So like we definitely got to work on getting our callers in. You might be right. We might need to go live, but that was Sports Games Podcast episode 1. Um, Sheriff, I hope you had fun. I think I did. That was, I had to get my prediction out there. We're gonna see how we do next week after the Super Bowl and see what other stuff we got going on. We got to get our sponsor game up too, bro.
Yeah, I want to get paid for my half hour a week.
Damn right, son. Dude, I at least need somebody to pay for this coffee that I just drank.
You already paid for that.
Shit, bro. Can we yeah, we need to get Dunkin' Donuts on the line, see if they want to sponsor. Bro, I'm telling you, man, I think I'm up to 6 friends on Discord. Once they actually figure out that we got a podcast going, they'll know what's up.
Yeah,
They'll
bro.
they'll send they'll send they'll send money this way.
Next
Is that like
episode's
a rule?
next
Our
episode's
podcast is not
popping off
supposed
for
to.
sure.
Yeah, we're popping out, bro. Like we didn't get anybody watching live today, but next episode we're at least gonna have 3 people.
Hell yeah, bro.
All right, Sheriff, we're signing off. Pow, pow, pow. Sports Game Podcast, episode one.
Richard.
Pow, pow, pow. Well, I don't know, man. This is us signing off. Napoleon, peace out.